Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the F5 Weekend Refresh. This is AS Unreal, and today we're covering the Gears of War 4 launch trailer that just recently dropped, the new game Metal Gear Survive, and plenty more. As always, be sure to smash that thumbs up button if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos as soon as they're posted. Alright, let's jump right into some news here. Well, the Dark Souls series might have seen its final installment. The entire series was amazing, and according to From Software, this is the end of the road for Dark Souls. The game has inspired many developers to come up with titles similar to Dark Souls, but it's time for From Software to sit back and relax. I would much rather see them end this series on an amazing game than sit here as they push out a new title every year and slowly destroy the Dark Souls name. From Software will be working on a brand new Armored Core, but unless somebody tries to revive the Phoenix in a few years, it looks like Dark Souls is over. It's definitely a series that I'm going to miss, but everything has to come to an end at some point, and I had a really amazing ride with the game. Now, if you want to talk about a series that refuses to die and will probably live longer than I will, let's get into the Call of Duty news this week. There's not a lot going on, but this is a pretty important story. It has been officially confirmed that Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered will be available for purchase on its own. Originally, people believed that you could only get Modern Warfare Remastered if you pre-ordered a special edition of Infinite Warfare. Was that to try to raise more sales on Infinite Warfare, or did they really intend on only giving it to those that pre-ordered? I'm really not sure, but it seems very shady. While the game probably won't be available by itself on the release date for Infinite Warfare, I can't imagine it being longer than a 1 or 2 month wait. I'm hoping that they launch fairly close to one another so we have the chance to compare sales and see how many people are logged into each game. I have a very strong feeling that Modern Warfare Remastered will absolutely destroy Infinite Warfare when it comes to online play statistics. So Infinite Warfare has an incredible amount of dislikes on its trailer. Right now it has 500,000 likes and 3.3 million dislikes. That being said, the new game Metal Gear Survive is well on its way to reaching that point as well. While I don't think Metal Gear Solid will reach the amount of votes or views that Call of Duty has, they're still sitting at 1.4 thousand likes and 7.5 thousand dislikes. People seem to be most upset about the fact that this looks identical to Metal Gear Solid 5. Not enough time has passed for them to make a game that looks any different, and players think this should have just been a DLC mode for MGS5. Personally, I don't care about Metal Gear Solid. I've never played the games, and I've never really had an interest in trying them out. I can say, even from an outsider's perspective, I don't think this game looks all that great. The animations seem really weird, the gameplay doesn't seem very smooth, and if I had to play a zombie game, it wouldn't be this one. Sorry Konami, better luck next time. Speaking of the phrase better luck next time, let's apply that to Hi-Rez Studio and their new game Paladins. Just from the gameplay in the background, let's see if anybody can tell what the game looks like. If you need a hint, it's Blizzard's new game that's taken the gaming industry by storm. If you need another hint, it rhymes with Floverwatch. People are very up in arms about Paladins right now, basically slamming it as an Overwatch copy, which is pretty crazy. These types of games are just becoming popular right now, and Hi-Rez picked a really bad time to release Paladins. They could not have cloned Overwatch this quickly, and were likely pretty close to Blizzard throughout the entire development process. While the two games are very similar, Paladins is free. That might be the only thing giving it a slight upper hand, but I don't see Paladins being a giant killer here and taking down the big bad Overwatch. Sword Art Online has a game coming to PS4 and PS Vita on November 8th, and I'm not very impressed. I'm a huge fan of the Sword Art Online anime, and I really enjoyed the high levels of action throughout the series. When it comes to Hollow Realization, which is the title of the new game, everything seems very slow. With all of the crazy combat you see in the show, you would think they would give the enemies quite a lot more movement and dynamic attack patterns. In addition to the sleepy enemies, you have no customization of your character. You only see the characters from the show and aren't allowed to make your own player model. Honestly, the anime is about an MMO game that takes place in Aincrad. Instead of making games to expand upon the storyline, just make an MMO that's identical to the game in terms of location and playstyle. People would flock to it and would have a ton of potential. From what I've seen of Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, I think the anime would do a much better job telling the story than this new game will. To me, the game looks really lazy, but hopefully things improve with time because I really do enjoy the series. Starting this off, I'm just going to say something that has been said way too many times. No Man's Sky has been a complete and total letdown for players that were excited for a quality space exploration title. Alright, so now that we've covered that, let's make our way into a new game that doesn't look nearly as disappointing. System Era Softworks' new title Astroneer, a game that was originally intended for PC, has been confirmed to be on the Xbox One as well. Now, this game isn't even in early access yet, so we really don't know too much about how it will do at launch, but people are getting pretty hyped about it. I've even read comments about it possibly beating out Minecraft. While I think this is highly unlikely, it takes a lot of potential to get people saying things like that. The game will support co-op for up to 4 players, unlike a previously mentioned title. It's set to release this December on Steam Early Access and Xbox Game Preview, though a specific date hasn't hit the community yet. Make sure you keep your eye out for Astroneer in the next few months, and let's all hope this game actually delivers a great experience for players. Dear Esther, a popular walking simulator developed by the Chinese Room, has gotten a rework recently. The game originally came out in 2008 as a mod for the source game engine. In 2012 it made a commercial release, and finally just 4 days ago on September 20th, the remastered version of the game was made available on Xbox One and PS4. Dear Esther Landmark Edition comes with some brand new commentary as well as a graphics bump. While this game has no puzzles, and your job as the player is literally to just walk around the map, the game received really great reviews. As you walk around the map, an unknown man is heard reading letters written to his dead wife. The letters change with each playthrough, and depending on what you hear, the conclusion you come to from your first playthrough may differ from your second or third time going through the game. It's designed to leave the ending up to the player's interpretation. While this won't be the most action-packed release of 2016, it definitely looks interesting to say the least. Now we get to move into the final 2 games, which I really love. The first one is Golf with Friends. I remember when this launched a little while ago, and my friends and I were all trying to come up with something to play. This game came up in conversation, and we figured for only $5 we should just get it. We ended up playing this game non-stop for hours and hours just to try out all the different maps and customization options. It's a really fun and easy game to pick up and play, but I will admit that since it's still in early access, there's not a whole lot you can do. Well, Blacklight Interactive has finally released a brand new map for the game. The Haunted Mansion map is absolutely insane and introduces brand new obstacles. These include a ghost that roams around on one hole, which will knock your ball away from him, a cart that moves on its own around the course, and a brand new spiderweb wall system. Also, the final hole has ghost soldiers with the bodies of a Spartan from the movie 300 and the face of that creepy baby spider hybrid from Toy Story. Honestly, it makes me uncomfortable to look at. Either way, I think they did a great job with the map. They're not going to get any complaints on my end, and I'm just happy to have something new to mess around with for the time being. Oh, and if you hate the background music to the game, they changed that as well. You can access this content right now, but only if you're playing the experimental version of the game. You can change your version at any time by right-clicking it in your Steam library, going to Properties, moving over to the Beta tab, and selecting Experimental from the drop-down list. Lastly, we're wrapping things up today with the new Gears of War 4 news kicking around the gaming world. The game's official launch trailer was released just a few days ago, and a lot of information has been pouring out since then. Basically, you play as Marcus Phoenix's son, JD. Throughout the trailer, you see Marcus getting choked out, a short flash of the Coltrane's face, and some new and interesting combat. When you dive into the features of the game, Gears of War 4 will have LAN support. If you plan on having some friends over and you all think you're the very best player, you can hop on the same console, take lag out of the equation, and battle it out. It even offers up split screen if you don't have enough consoles or monitors, which can definitely make life easier on the more casual gamer. I'm all for online multiplayer, but sometimes it's pretty cool to just have some of your buddies over and get to see the look on their face while you blow them to pieces with your boom shot. Gears 4 is also putting a heavy emphasis on its availability for PC gamers, so much so that if you plan on buying an NVIDIA GTX 1080 or 1070, you'll get Gears 4 for free. The code that you receive for your game will activate it on both your Windows PC and your Xbox One console. If you're planning on building a new gaming rig anytime soon, look into getting a GTX 1070 or 1080. It's going to give your computer great performance as well as a free game. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel every couple of days and look at the website daily. Bring you the latest and greatest news. This is Sheldon with Gamers Unite, and we hope to see you soon.